Dr. Joseph Ciechanover is an esteemed Israeli diplomat and a successful entrepreneur. Throughout his distinguished diplomatic career, he paved the way to peace and safeguarded Israel's defense through skillful talks with its allies. Joseph was Director General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, participated in the peace treaty negotiations with Egypt, legal advisor to the Israeli Defense Establishment, and head of its mission to the United States and Canada. He received the U.S. Defense Department's Medal for Distinguished Public Service and is a two-time recipient of the French Legion of Honor. Following the untimely death of his parents, Joseph helped raise his young brother Aaron, a Technion professor and one of Israel's first Nobel laureates in science. In 2010, Joseph represented Israel on the UN Committee to investigate the Turkish flotilla and was appointed to negotiate with Turkey, resulting in reconciliation. Joseph is a long-standing member of Technion's International Board of Governors, on the boards of other Israeli universities, and the Elie Wiesel Foundation. He has served on the boards of the Bank of Israel and numerous major Israeli and international companies. He is co-founder of the Challenge Fund, one of the first venture capital funds in Israel.
I, from very early stage of my life, was involved in the Haganah. They were fighting in Haifa in '48, and we, the youngsters, were used as moving messages between the different fighting units. Growing up in Haifa at that time, of course, had an impact on the rest of my life. Most of my adult life, I was somehow involved either in defense or in foreign relations. We are only two brothers, and there is a difference of 14 years between the two of us. We lost our mother when my brother Aaron was 7, 8 years old, and we lost our father when he was 14 years old. And I became responsible for him, which I did with a lot of love and care. I have a very soft spot to the Technion, and that's why this honor means a lot to me. In the early 30s, my uncle, Tzvi Ciechanover, was a teacher in the Technion, in the engineering school. Later, my brother, Aaron, whom I love so much, was a researcher and a teacher and professor of biochemistry in the Technion. That's where he did, together with Professor Hershko, his work that entitled them the Nobel Prize. And on top of it, I believe that the Technion is the most important institute in Israel, which is a cradle for most of our engineers that are leading the Israeli technology, both in the civil area and the military area.